Told you this was temporary, didn't I? But you changed my mind like the weather when I saw you wearing my sweatshirt. Told myself I wasn't ready, terrified. Thought I'd be alone forever, but now we're alone together. No, I never meant to make plans, take chances, cynic. Love was nothing but a train crash, a fast track to lyrics. Yeah, I guess you gotta make plans to break them. One look at your face and I was down bad, way past inhibition. I can feel your echo through the space that once was hollow, filling every corner of my mind. Told you this was temporary, didn't I? But you changed my mind like the weather when I saw you wearing my sweatshirt. Told myself I wasn't ready, terrified. Thought I'd be alone forever, but now we're alone together. Hyperfixated, hyperventilating. I see nothing but you when we're alone together. Underrated or undermedicated. Lose my mind over you when we're alone together. See you on the weekdays, weekends, whenever. Thinking about you in the AM, PM, wherever. Yeah, I'm in up to my neck, I'm in over my head. I think I'm in.
flip the page, give it some more, getting out of my way. I was hiding, bulletproof, forever waiting. Then came you. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I was picking up the pieces of yesteryear's life, in over my head, trying to figure out. I was going through changes, where to begin, when a mountain-moving revelation came marching in. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. Been a long time, baby. Had an all-time low. Stick with me, maybe. Don't let me go. Fell out of the roller coaster, crashed out, landed on cotton candy in your arms and survived. I'm still a disaster, rock bottom and below. I'm yours for the asking, where you go I go. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. Been a long time, baby. At an all-time low. Stick with me, maybe. Don't let me go. Come, my love, my morning light. Everything's gonna be alright. Come, my love, my morning light. Everything's gonna be alright. Come, my love, my morning light. Everything's gonna be alright. Come, my love, my morning light. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Come, my love, my morning light. Everything's gonna be alright. Been a long time, baby. At an all-time low.